That we all are currently nowadays are interacting on with the databases, like even um, we are using any application for that matter. We There are data are being stored in the database server. So popular databases include like MS SQL servers, MySQL, MongoDB, Redis, etc. So now what we have observed is that the threat actors, what they are doing is they are compromising the databases and hiding themselves into the database components itself. So for an example, I have presented that is screenshot from a Microsoft SQL server that is compromised by cyber attack. So you can see that there is a functionality in Microsoft SQL Server that is called SQL Common Language Runtime Assemblies. So what is it? It is basically lets the developer use the .NET framework with SQL Server for enhanced functionality. For instance, if something can't be achieved directly through SQL Server, you can write custom .NET code, compile it into a DLL, and upload it to a database, a Microsoft SQL Server, and it will support it. So now what malware authors are doing is that they are loading malware into the SQL servers as a CLR assembly and executing it through SQL queries. So you can see that on the right hand side of this my screen, there is a number of assemblies are loaded into the Microsoft SQL Server, and this one, the Microsoft.SQL This is the by default present in the Microsoft SQL Server. All others in this particular case are malicious assemblies that has been uploaded by the attacker. So now what is the benefit of doing that? See that the SQL Server, or for that matter any database, is known as a trusted executable or trusted application. So the antivirus or EDRs or any person even who is monitoring the behavior, he will see that some activity is going in the database, and it not many people would understand that the database has something malicious into it. So that's why this particular technique is, I think, on the rise, and not only in the SQL Server. If you would go and read about the recent reports, like for Redis database, for an instance, that is also being used by the cyber attackers. So now the question is, so, that detect whether detection is possible or not. So then there is a similar kind of the problem that we have seen in the case of the Windows registry one, that the traditional antivirus or traditional monitoring tools, they consider that the database is a whitelisted application, and that's why there is no enhanced monitoring is there. So that's why we'll have to have some custom detection tools that we have to employ for that this thing also. So the first thing is, if I have access to SQL Server, then I will have to see that how many CLR assemblies or stored procedures or functions or triggers that have been created recently. Who created them? Are there any unknown encrypted or suspicious database component that we have to see? And if, let's say, I am being given a forensic image of a particular compromised server, so how I will have to identify a suspicious behavior? So every database component has some kind of databases that they write to. Like for instance, in for SQL Server, we have master database base file, MDF, NDF, and LDF files that are present in the SQL Server installation directories, and not many people I have come across go through those MDF, NDF files to find out whether something wrong with the database or not. So for an analyst, it is a very good practice to see those files as well. And there are some tools available who can parse MDF, NDF, LDF files. Or if not, what you can do is you can get that forensic artifact from different systems, and you can mount it to or attach to a new SQL Server. In this way, you can identify whether any malicious assemblies are there or not. So such type of things you will be able to see. Or stored procedure, that like this is a run who am I, is the malicious created by a particular threat actor only. So that from MDF, NDF file you will be able to see. Now there is another method to detect. That SQL Server is a whitelisted application, but when we are running any malicious activities through it, So it will create some child processes also. And that memory dump of the server is also a very crucial artifact in this particular case, and you will be able to find those processes through analysis of memory dump. And for memory dump analysis, there are several proprietary tools available, and open source framework volatility is also available. So from that also you can detect it.